Hello class, welcome to another lesson. Today our learning goal is continuing the I can solve percent problems using percent equation and proportions. Again, we're sticking with equations for right now, and hopefully we'll get to the proportions, but we will see where we are at. So our first part here is Alicia purchased an item on sale 10% off for $36. So this is the discounted price. What was the original price of the item? Previously, we've been given the original price, okay, and asked to take 10% off. And so we would take the original price and multiply that by 0.9 because we are paying for 90% of the cost. Here, we already have the discounted price. And we're going to look for the original price. So we're working backwards. We're going back to the original price. Okay, we have the new price. We're going back to the original price. And when we're working backwards through problems, we have to use inverse operations, operations that are opposites. Normally we use multiplication, or normally we multiply price by percent to find the markup or markdown, but in order to find the original price, we have to divide. We have to do the opposite. Okay, so we're undoing what we usually do beforehand. So remember, it's always the original amount times percent as a decimal equals the new amount. Okay, and again with markups, you have to add 100% to the percent that's given in the question. For markdowns, you have to do 100 minus the percent that's given in the questions. And in find the percent questions, you just have to use that percent. So let's go ahead and try this one out right here. Again, original amount times percent as a decimal equals new amount. So this is a markdown problem. So we're not actually going to use 10%. Okay? We're going to use something else. We're going to use 100 minus 10, which is 90%. So I'm going to write 90% right here. That's what we're going to use. We don't know the original amount. Okay, so we're starting with the original amount, but we don't know what that is, so I'm going to replace that with x. X is going to represent our original amount. And we're going to multiply that by the percent that we're going to use, and since this is a markdown problem, we're using 90%, which is 0.9 as a decimal. All of that's going to get us our new amount right here. Okay, so that is $36. To solve for x, we need to get x by itself on one side. And to do that, using one-step equations, we have to divide both sides by this number right here, 0.9. And since 0.9 divided by 0.9 is 1, we can cancel these out. Okay. And what we get when we do 36 divided by 0.9 is 40. So the original price was 40. Okay. So again, we're going backwards, which means we're going to have to divide by the percent that we would use normally. Okay. This original price makes sense because it should be a little bit more than 36, and so we only got 10% off. Let's try another one. After a sales tax of 6%, a new pocketbook cost Sarah $27.55. What was the original cost of the pocketbook? Again, we're going for the original cost here. Okay, so our answer should be a little bit more than 27.55 since this is a markup problem. Okay, so original amount times percent as a decimal equals new amount. We don't know the original amount, so we're going to use x for that because that's what we're looking for. Percent as a decimal, this is a markup, so we're not looking for 6%, we're looking for 106%, which means the decimal that we're going to use is 1.06 since we're moving the decimal place over twice. And that gets us our new amount of 27.55. This is our new amount right here, okay, because after the sales tax has been applied, this is the amount. To get x by itself, which represents our original amount, we have to divide by 1.06 to both sides. The 1.06's cancel out, and what we get is x equals 25.99, and this makes sense because it should be a little bit less than 27.55 since tax is 6%. Question number 2. Carter bought a Captain Hook boat for 25% off for $28.50. What was the original price of the boat? So here, again, we're still going to use original amount times percent as a decimal equals new amount. 25% off is a markdown, which means that we're not using 25%. We are instead using 75%. That's the amount that we paid, the percent we paid. So again, we don't know the original amount. So that's going to be X times 0.75 equals our new amount, which is 28.50. Divide both sides by 0.75. Okay. And again, our answer should be a little bit more than 28.5, because the original amount should be more before the discount. And there we go, $38. It cost Isabelle $28.14 or $20.14 for a Barbie doll after 6% sales tax. What was the original price of the Barbie doll? Our answer should be a little bit less than 20.14. Go ahead and try this one out on your own. Again, we're going to use original amount times percent as a decimal equals new amount. Sales tax is markup, which means we're going to use 106%, because we're adding on 6% to our total. So our original amount, we don't know, so we're going to use X times 1.06 equals the new amount, which is 20.14. Okay. I'm going to divide both sides by 1.06 to hopefully get a number that is slightly less than 20.14 or $20.14. So we have $19 is our answer once we divide both sides by 1.06. Go ahead and try this next one on your own. Using the same formula, we have X times, this is a discount problem, so we're not using 20%, we're using 80%, that's the percent that we paid, times 0.8 equals the new amount, which is $68. Okay. Because that's how much it cost after we took the discount. We're going to divide both sides by 0.8, divided by 0.8. X equals, therefore, the original cost, which is slightly more than $68, $85. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.